Well, it's mid-May now and the temperatures are definitely hotting up. I'm sitting here in joggers today and I'm sweating, but that must mean that it's time to start looking at socials, time to start looking at trips abroad and lake exclusives.
It's definitely that time of year, and that's why the guys at Solar have asked us to show you guys this Solar Hub 6 shelter.
Let's get into it. So before we actually get right into the nitty gritty, what is the purpose of a shelter like this? Obviously, it's not like a standard bivvy, is it?
No, I mean, it's definitely large, shall we say. It's obviously called the Hub 6 Cube. That's not because obviously you can fit only 6 people in there. It's plenty big enough for more than 6 people. It's because it's got 6 sides.
Yeah, it's very much a social hub. So like I said in the intro, it's ideal for those social sessions. If you're going abroad, there's a few of you going. It's the sort of thing that if you've got a bank with 4, 6 of you, you'd have this in the middle, and then this is a place that you'd all congregate. So it'd be ideal for cooking and
yeah. I mean, can you imagine if you had like a point swim on a lake? You set this up in the middle, all your mates fishing around the outside. Makes it easy, doesn't it?
Exactly. So the venue we're at today, this is nearly as big as the venue, so it's not really suited to it, but it's quite a nice background, so that's why we chose it. But yeah, so let's jump into some of the spec, really.
Yeah, let's go and have a little look at the bits and pieces and how it all goes up and how it keeps it stable.
Yeah. Right, so outside the shelter, you can see I've zipped everything down, and you'll see this unique design where you've got a few kind of strengthening poles, and this is basically the door system, and this can be used in a few different ways. So obviously you can have it as a door where you've got the full fabric coming all the way down, so if you need the protection, if you've got loads of rain coming in, or if you want to, like I say, keep everything protected, zip it up at night, then that's how you do it. But there are zips either side, which you can unzip right to the top, and then this actually comes out and it can be used as a canopy. So you get a couple of storm poles, or I just put them in loosely. Oh, now these actually come with it. Basically everything that you see in this video comes in the kit. So you've got a nice little screw that just goes in there. Screw that down, and then like I say, you've got the storm poles. That's not going to be as rigid as it can be because I'm just doing this quickly on the fly, but that's the first one. And now you're going to watch me try and reach this bit. So just get that one in there. There you go, and then like I say, you can get that up there. So yeah, that makes a really nice canopy. So you've got loads of room here. It's probably what, 4 foot, maybe 5 foot long. So got loads of room. But then this unveils the Solar Maglock door system. So if any of you kind of follow Solar, know a bit about their bivvies, then these Maglock doors are really useful. If you're inside and you get a bite, it's just magnetic and you can simply just run straight out. You haven't got to worry about unzipping anything, and then that comes back together. It all just clips in place with the magnets. So yeah, really nice. Like I say, that's Solar's Mozzie Mesh as well, which is actually a really nice bit of material. But if you don't want that, then you can open this up, unzip this, and then you've got little pegs that you can roll this back into to keep everything nice and neat and have a complete open front. So that is the door system. I'll pass you on to Ian, who's going to talk about the material and the side panels and the different options that you've got there.
Okay, thanks Luke. Right, let's give you guys some info about the side panels on this shelter. There's a couple of different options. Here we have the Solartex waterproof material. It's a lovely material, extremely waterproof, so perfectly suitable for any weather, UK or abroad. If you undo a couple of toggles and remove a couple of zips and roll this panel up, you'll get to the Solar Mozzie Mesh. Now the Solar Mozzie Mesh is a lovely soft material. It's never going to crack or tear or anything like that, and it does the job extremely well. It allows loads of airflow into the shelter, which is always nice on those hot summer evenings. So it's not just the evenings where the airflow is going to benefit you. It also has a really nice feature that you can have a couple of the panels open and a couple of the panels closed. So if you've got rain driving in from one direction, you can zip those waterproof panels down, obviously open the other side so you've got nice bit of airflow, keeps everyone comfortable while they're in the shelter. Also available is the heavy duty ground sheet. They don't come in the packet, however they are available from Solar. Not everybody uses a ground sheet, it's quite a personal type thing. Moving on from that, we have got the Solar push lock mechanism. This is the mechanism that enables you to set up and take down the shelter. And also, while we're on that, I will just show you, on the waterproof covering, there's an access panel, and that enables you to set up and take down the shelter without having to roll all the panels up. There's no sort of real faff involved with that.
Okay, so moving on to the setup, and as Ian has already introduced, it all revolves around this solar push stock system, which is a really simple system. You've basically got 2 panels to my right that's got the push stock on, 2 panels to my left, and the one above me. So this is what gives it its structure, and it literally just pops into place. Now, the top one has actually got a really nice little pulley handle, which means even people my sort of height can reach it to pack it down, which is really handy. And then the side panels, you literally just push in on themselves. Now, I'm not going to demonstrate this because I tried doing that and basically packed the bivvy up on the cameras. But it's basically a case of pulling it down, and then you go round the outside and push all of them in, and it will basically collapse on itself. And I'm not sure if that was the way to do it. Like I say, you pull this one down, go round to the outside, and then push each of these ones in. Basically, once you've done that, once you've pushed in all 4 and pulled the centre one down, it all folds back in on itself. Now, there is obviously added support, which as you'll see behind me, you've got a pole that runs along the top and a pole down either side of the doors. So once you've got its rough shape in place, it's a case of putting the poles in, and then that really gives it its structure. But for a shelter of this sort of size, it really is nice and simple to put up. So much so, Solar states you can do it in about a minute, which I think you agree, that's pretty good going. So there you go, what do you think of this shelter? Now, at the start of this video, we said it was big. And if we actually put that into proper measurements, you've got 3.5 meters wide by 3 meters deep, I guess, and 2.17 high to the center of the shelter itself.
And if you guys don't think that's quite enough room, you can actually put one of the Solar Compact Spider bivvies under the canopy at the back there, and then you create almost like a sort of a living area and then like a bedroom area if you're going for one of those really long sessions all by yourself.
Yeah, exactly. So like Ian says, it's not just a shelter that has to be designed, or it's not just been designed as a social hub. It really is good if you are doing a long session, if you're bringing a lot of stuff with you and you've only got a small bivvy, but you want to make that bigger instead of having to buy a bivvy just for going to France or to go abroad or whatever, then you've got the option of using this as an extension or as a social shelter. So you've got a few different options with it, I think.
Yeah. Speaking of actually buying it, we better tell you guys the price. These come out at around $5.20. If you shop around, you can get a bit of a bargain. Yeah, and I think it's really good value for what it is. It's a lovely material, lovely bit of kit.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, like Ian says, it's decent quality. It's easy to put up. Got loads of room. It's not a bad price for having all of them points checked off. So if you want any more information about this shelter, then obviously head over to the Solar website. There's stacks of information there. And yeah, obviously you can find out anything you need to know there.
Yeah. What more could you want?
Exactly. But for now, thanks for watching. If you do like this sort of content, make sure you subscribe to Carpology on YouTube, hit the like button, hit the bell, do all the things that we tell you to do every single video, and then you won't miss anything going forwards. But like I say, for now, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
See you later.